Alright, it's early Sunday morning and we're shooting on up to Boulder. It's a place up in NorCal. We're going to be doing a hike called the Berry Creek Falls Loop. I believe it's right at about 11 miles, but with the ups and downs you're looking about maybe 13 miles, I think. I've done the loop before, it's not too bad. It's at a place called Big Basin, Redwoods State Park. So there is going to be a little parking fee. The road up there is really windy, a lot of switchbacks. I'll turn the camera back on so you guys can see the switchbacks on the way up there. Early in the morning there's going to be a lot of bikers up here too. It's going to be about an hour and a half, but with the bikers waiting on them to pass and everything, because the roads are very narrow. Sometimes there might only be one biker on the road, but we have to wait on that biker before we pass them up. So it's looking about maybe an hour 45. I'm going to be taking my Everless stock Blue Widow hunting pack. It's not a light pack, it's actually pretty beefy and heavy. I can pack a bear, a big fat hog, and carry easily 120 pounds on it. So it is a big beefy heavy duty beast. Maybe the next time around I'll be taking a Grey Group Altoro 65. But I just wanted to get the miles underneath my legs and start building up some strength. Me and a buddy are going to be taking part of the PCT through the Sierras coming up in maybe in the first part of summer. So I want to build up a little bit of strength in my legs. It's going to be a little tougher hike through the Sierra Nevada mountains later. I'm taking my wife with me, so we'll see how it goes. She's not going to be carrying a pack. I'm making her carry a little bit of water, and I'll carry some of the power bars and stuff just to balance everything out. But that's about it. Oh, I'm carrying like about maybe 35 to 40 pounds. So I'm going to be carrying my tent, my food, my stove. Going to be carrying everything with me. Once again, I'm just trying to build up strength and stamina. So till we hit the trails up in La Honda, so you can see the switchbacks. Till then. Alright guys, here we are on the last leg of going to Berry Creek Falls Loop. I was telling you it's really tight. Thank goodness there's not too many bicyclists. Actually I haven't seen any just yet. But you can see it's really a lot of switchbacks and it's really green. It's beautiful out here. Temperature is about 45 degrees right now. And you can just see there's a lot of switchbacks. I'll leave it on for about another couple of seconds just so you have an idea. It's kind of dangerous when there are bicyclists over here though, because there's really not too much of a shoulder in certain areas as well. And you literally have to wait for the bicyclists to get to an open area before you can pass them up. Sometimes the road goes to just like a one road instead of two lanes, just one lane. But right now it looks alright. So you have an idea how it is. So there you have it. A lot of switchbacks. And that was big, almost like an S U-turn back there. Look at this place, is awesome. Really nice. It's almost prehistoric. Alright, that's it. Otherwise I'm going to crash and my wife's going to kick my butt. Alright, well we're here. This is the headquarters. And that's going to be the start point over there somewhere. And this is the headquarters right here. This is where we have to pay for the registration for the vehicle. I believe it's $10, and you get a little map too. And those are the restrooms right there. Look at the size of these trees. Just giant. We're like, unless you got a strong GPS, you're probably going to lose GPS reception. 100% you don't have phone reception over here. And that's the road that we just came down. So we're going to come over here, pay our fees, and then we're going to go over here to the right, down this parking lot right here, and I think right where that totem is, right around there, is, well, I can't tell on the phone or on the camera, but I think it's right around there. That's the totem where we're going to be starting. So we're just parked here right now to get our parking permits, and this is it. Shall be starting soon enough. Alrighty, this is the starting point. Redwood Trail. This is point 0. This is my compadre.
Yeah, I'm gonna study my Spanish today. You better start talking to me in Spanish. Otherwise, I'm not gonna understand you. Okay?
Tacos burritos. Okay, so we are starting the trail now.
Gracias. How you say trail in Spanish?
Camino?
Camino?
Yeah.
Beautiful camino?
Yeah, beautiful camino.
How do you say beautiful?
Raymond?
Okay, Raymond
Okay.
Camino.
Okay, so we're gonna be going this way.
Oh, look at that, man. That's so cool.
Yeah. And the trek begins. Alright, first intersection, we're going Skyline to the Sea Trail. And we're actually going to be taking the trail counterclockwise. So here be it. What up, babe? Baby.
What's up? Oh, I hear.
Yeah. Little creek we're crossing here.
Oh, look at that. Look right there.
Yeah. Cool, huh?
Oh, it's
Smooth.
a little chilly for now, but I think it's gonna be nice
Yeah.
when we start walking.
And we're going to be going to a dual trail and then going to Sunset Trail. So right here you can either go left or you can go right, and we're going to be going right. Let me just show you the sign real quick. So we're going right. We're going like I said, counterclockwise. So at that giant stump we are going to the right, and the trail begins. It's really nice. It's chilly right now, but good weather. I like it on the chilly side. I have a hot core, so I do really well in cold weather. I heat up really fast. It's gonna be nice. And the trail begins. You can hear the creek on the right there. Can you hear the water? Oh, I love that. Outdoors. Well, there's going to be a lot more to see, so. Oh man, okay. We're at the top of the first spot. Oh. And this is a Sunset Trail. We're going to be going down here. This is the way that we just came. Actually, the road goes down this way, then it turns down that way, and it keeps on going down. It's a little bit brutal because it's just kind of like when you run, you always want to warm up first and then hit the run when you get your second wind. But since we're taking the trail counterclockwise, I started off with the brutal hill at the beginning, so it kind of wiped me out right now. So that's where we are right now. So we're going to be heading downward now, going this ways. Come, baby. Oh, a little brutal. I got my walking sticks in my left hand, camera on the right. And like I said, we just hit the peak of the little hill right there. So now it's all down here for a little while. Coming back is going to be kind of brutal because the falls are almost like at the, if we're starting at the 6 o'clock, the falls are almost at the 12 o'clock position. Then after that, we go a while, and then it's almost like 4 miles straight uphill. That's going to be brutal. Anyways, oh. Berry Creek Fall, 6 hours round trip, strenuous hike. But like they say, anything worth it, you got to work for. So I'm already catching my breath, and we're heading down now. And for a little while, it should be all downhill. I've taken this route before, and a little bit harder the first time because you don't really know what you're going to, and you have a tendency to go in a little bit faster and burning yourself out because you don't know there's going to be that many hills. Even looking at the map, you can't really figure it out. But it's beautiful here. Really quiet. Pine needles all over the floor. You can't hear nothing. I mean, just your footstep. Really, really nice. green canopy everywhere. Let me go around here so you can see this. It's beautiful. I mean, trees everywhere. GPS, phone reception, ain't gonna happen out over here. Look at that, just all around. It's just green, green, green. Giant, just giant, massive trees. Beautiful. A lot of ferns, a lot of banana slugs in this area too. So we're just gonna keep on trekking. Really nice over here. Oh, I already got my second wind and I feel good. That first hill kicked my booty, but I'm doing all right now. We're actually going on a nice little downhill. Pack feels good, feels comfortable, settled in already. Had to tighten up my waist a little bit, my waist strap, but it's all good. How you like the hike so far, baby?
I love it.
Really? Is it nice? Why are you leaving me in the dust? Why are you leaving me in the dust? Walter W. Boardman Grove. Little bench sitting out in the middle of nowhere. Someone wants to take a rest after that hill, I guess. And that's the direction that we just came in. You can see someone walking down there. Alright. And we continue. Beautiful. Look at the size of these trees. Baby, come stand by the tree over here. Just look at her compared to that tree. There's actually 3 of them side by side. Just giant. Look at that. Awesome. I don't know, there's a lot of trees that they have like big cavities in them, and you're going to see a lot more, and they burn the inside of the cavities. I'll ask the park ranger why. It might be maybe to stop some type of growth, like a fungus or something from eating it, or maybe something else, fertilize, I don't know. Anyways, we continue. Well, that's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but termites. Can we say termites? Pretty cool. It's a big log we just passed up on a trail. That is the direction I just came from right there. Look at that. Pretty cool. Alrighty, we continue. Alright, here we go, going down the downhill gradient. Just look at that scenery. You can see how the road goes like this, and it turns and it goes like that. Way down there. Well, let me see.
If it's so slippery, it's
Yeah.
dangerous.
And look at that, if you fall, whammy!
Right there.
Yeah. Why you get in front of the camera? You just want to be on camera, I know it. No!
I'm just minding my
You
own
greedy little
business,
thing,
eating my-
camera hog. Don't make me trip you.
Then you will no longer have a wife.
We got insurance though. Alright. Cool little trail. Look at that. Really nice. So beautiful. It's just quiet. A lot of areas, there's a lot of pine needles on the floor. Or looks like pine trees, like little baby Christmas trees that have just been cut down. Smells so good. Got a lot of deer up here too. See right here, still going toward Sunset Trail. And we continue. Wife is leaving me in the dust just because she doesn't have her pack. Next time. That was a peace sign, by the way. She did not flip me off. This is something that I wanted to point out. A lot of times these giant trees have just like fallen, and they actually cut out giant sections of them so that we can keep on following the trail. See that? And we're going to see a lot of these. I mean, at least 10 of them along the path here, this whole path, which is really, really neat. Kind of gives you an idea of how well the people that preserved this park here. There's another one that fell. Just look at the size of these things, just like immense. And he just like cut them. And you can see the bottom part right there. I was talking to one of the guys, And we're going to see a lot of trees up ahead that they're kind of like burned out in the middle. And I thought they did them for a reason, but the guy said it's just naturally caused by fires, so I guess that's what it is. Anyways, there's the trail and we are continuing. Alrighty, this is the trail we just came down. Just wanted to point something out. I think that guy might have been right, because there's a tree right there that's been burned. And if they burned them specifically, I don't think that they'd burn so many. I mean, there's some right there. There's some way back there. There's one right there that we just passed. This one right here, the base of it has been burned as well. I wanted to stop and video this because, I mean, just look at the size of these trees. There's my wife right there as an example. And this is what I was talking about. This whole center part has been burned. Like this giant areas. I mean, just huge, giant, immense. Look at the tree.
Way down there too.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, way down to like the bottom. So yeah, I mean, so I don't think that that this is done intentionally. I think the guy might have been right. It might have just been caused by fires that swept through the area. Look, just a couple of trees right there too. Look at that. There's 3 right there that have been taken down. But oh my gosh. I mean, you have to really, wow, just to appreciate the size of these monsters. Monster trees. This one right here looks like it's been burned a little bit too. So yeah, maybe, you know, throughout the hundreds if not thousands of years that these trees been here, they've probably been survived big fires. There's another one right there. Alright, well, the trek continues. There's a big giant tree right there. Look at that. Nice. You know, I also wanted to mention that I was telling my wife a minute ago that a lot of places won't let you have campfires. And the reason being is twofold. It could be because of fire problems. Maybe the area is very dry or something. And it could also be because a lot of the people, especially the forest rangers and the forest people, they want the trees to fall, aged trees and branches and limbs to fall and decompose back into the earth. It's actually good for the environment. Whereas if people are building a lot of fires, what happens is they're using up that wood and then they're just burning it up, and that wood that's been burned is actually no good any longer. So those are 2 reasons why they usually don't let you use fires or start fires. Oh, you scared me. I thought something was up. You stopped all of a sudden. I thought there was, because there's actually mountain lions over here. There's mountain lions and deer. I don't think there's any bear. So we're actually going on a little downhill grade right now. I'm actually tilting the camera down so you might not be able to see how steep it actually is. But another thing also that is a good thing to bring, especially if you're packing, you know, having a backpack, is have some trekking poles and take those little rubber thingamajiggies off them and have them dig into the ground to give you that support. It's a little bit dry right now, but I think when we start getting a little bit lower, the ground might be a little bit muddy when you go by the creeks and by the water and stuff. And it's just really nice for support, not only on slippery surfaces, but also when you're going uphill, and especially when you're going downhill for your knees and your toes too, if you don't have boots that fit. Alright, well anyways, continuing on, just a little bit of psychobabbling. Once again, it's beautiful out here. So nice. Alright, we're going to be crossing, I think it's Wattle Creek, so we're going to cross Wattle Creek a couple of times. Just some really nice, just really beautiful clear drinking water. Super clear. If we needed to, we can top off here. I'm packing a 3-liter thing of water, this little bridge that we're crossing. And I actually don't really need it. Bring some Gatorade for the hills, you know, just rehydrate yourself, get a little bit of calories and electrolytes. And that's about it, but you can get water from here. There's plenty of areas. Look how beautiful that is. We're going to start going up a little upgrade incline, and we're going to be going up there, and we're going to be going that way. But just love that. I mean, just listening to the water. Really cool. Okay, we continue. It's really cool. Going to some areas where on the right, just steep hills. Super steep hills. And on the left, it just goes down. Way down there. Nice. I just love that. I don't know if you can hear my footsteps, but that's all I've been hearing. I love it, the serenity, the quietness of it. Alrighty. Oh, there's a trail, there's a sign up ahead. I think we're looking for Berry Creek Falls. Okay, Sunset Trail is going up and to the right. Tim's Creek Trail. So if we go straight, Tim's Creek Trail, you can see right there. Okay, here goes a freshly fallen tree. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it underneath there. I got a big pack and it's sticking out the back. So we might have to go up this way.
No.
Climb around here. My wife could probably fit there, but...
You can. Try.
Alright, let me see. You little thing. She's like a what, size 2?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
Just like that.
Just like that, says a little 10-pound
See
thing.
how you're gonna come out. You made it.
Right.
That's funny, huh?
Last time I had to go around it. Wasn't even gonna
The
try
last
it.
time you was here too?
Yeah. So let's go back. Look at that thing. I did the, what's that thing when you go underneath the stick? I did the mambo. I think it's called a mambo. Alright. Anyways, we continue. Alright, here goes another. Just going through some more areas, but it's just really nice. It's really soft. Still going downhill. You can see right there the tree was, whole section of it has been cut out. See where it fell there. And just walking through trees. It's really nice, so serene, so quiet. We've seen like about maybe 8 people walking over here. So it's a good little loop. It's one of the prettiest loops in San Francisco Bay Area, as a matter of fact. We're about, what, about 2 hours, baby, from San Francisco? Mm-hmm. We're about 2 hours out from San Francisco. And it's really nice. Once again, Big Basin, Redwoods State Park. And like I said, a couple of people passed us. We're actually taking our time. But then again, I'm walking around with a 40-pound pack too, so it's a little bit different than walking with nothing on. Really nice. Alrighty, that's it for now. I shall be back.
Hey baby.
This is me, the Hoodlum Supreme Being.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Ah.
It's not that difficult at all. Like I said, I was telling the guys that the best thing to do to condition yourself is to actually hike, you know, with weight on your back. I run, what, 14 miles a week? So I'm in pretty good shape, you know. But even though you run, you know, I run like 3 miles, 2 miles a day, sometimes more, sometimes less. But even though you run, there's nothing like actually putting weight on your back. There's nothing like it because you could run and you could get your stamina going and everything. And but as soon as you put weight on your back, it's a totally different dynamic. I'm about 155, and if I have a 40-pound pack on my back, that's what percentage, babe?
What,
If I'm
say again?
155 and I have 40 pounds on my back,
That's like almost 30%, right?
30%,
Yeah,
something like
30
that.
plus percent.
So that's like about a little over 30% of my weight. Now let's just say you got a big boy, and he's like, let's say 200 pounds, and a 200 pounder walks around with the same 40 pounds on his back. What percentage is that?
That's like 20. Yeah, the 15. Yeah,
Like 15%?
yeah,
15, 20%?
yeah.
So there's a big difference between someone that's 200 pounds walking around with 40 pounds and someone that's 155 pounds walking around with 40 pounds. And once again, even though I might be able to run really good, it's very different actually carrying the weight on your back and then humping, going up and down the hills. And when you're walking around with poles, it takes a lot of effort too. I mean, it'll save your knees, it'll save your hips, your toes, everything, you know, boots and everything. Even though your boots help, sometimes your feet slip forward on your boots. But the poles really help. But on the other hand, you're using more muscle. So it does take more out of you. So, you know, put all that, you know, together, more weight on your back. And once again, there's nothing like actually humping with weight on your back. There's nothing else that's going to strengthen you more.
I really like your backpack. It blends into the green. If you turn around, I can't even see
Yeah.
you. Just kidding.
This is my hunting pack. Once again, this is the Everly stock, the Blue Widow. So right now, like I said, I have everything in it. I got my backpack, sleeping bag. I got a Marmot Limelight 2, which is a 2-person tent. Sleeping pad, sleeping bag, food. I got a jet boil saw, heating system stove. So I'm pretty much carrying everything, and then a
Water
ladder.
filter.
Yeah, I got a water filter. I got a Catadine water filter, ceramic one. And actually the ceramics are a little bit better than the paper. And one of the reasons being is that you can't clean the paper out in the bush. Whereas the ceramic ones, you can clean them out in the bush. If they get clogged up, there's actually a little green Brillo pad that you can use to clean it up. But on the other hand, the ceramic one's a little bit more fragile. They're almost like porcelain. So if you drop it, you're screwed. If the water freezes, or if there's water inside the ceramic filter and it freezes, there's a possibility of cracking the ceramic. But in this temperature over here, in the environment that I go in, I almost never come across freezing temperatures, so it's actually a better filter. And I think the water ones only are like 3 microns, whereas the ceramic one is I think 2 microns. It's a little bit better filter. A little harder to filter, but... Okay, anyways, psychobabbling.
Alright, I'm going to turn it up.
Alright, so this is another bit of watering area. Once again, oh, beautiful little watering area right here. Another place to get some water, dunk your head. Little bridge that we're going to be crossing here. It's all tore up and old. These are where poles are actually kind of nice because wood gets a little bit wet. You can see right here a big old chunk of the side thing came off. But the wood gets a little bit wet and it's slippery. So, whoa, it's actually wobbling. Whoa, earthquake! Right. So you can see it goes up there. It's nice. Alright, and we continue on. Looks like we're going to start going uphill a little bit now. There's a trail. Ooh, here's an interesting little tree. Looks like brains. And then, like my wife pointed out, it's like a twist. It's like ringing. It's all twisted all the way up. That's pretty cool. We're going on our last leg right now. We're going up to the top of the hill. And then it's going to be all downhill till we hit the falls. And we haven't hit the halfway point yet. Once again, imagine a circle. And we started off at the 6 o'clock. The falls are at the 12. So once we hit the falls, that's right around the halfway point. So right now, we're at hitting the last little hill. Then it's all downhill till the falls, till the 12 o'clock point. So that's where we be. We just stopped for a minute to have a little something to eat, drinking a lot of water. And we munch on something like every hour, hour and a half. Eat a Cliff Bar, Power Bar, keep the energy up. You know the old saying that when you're thirsty or when you're hungry, it's too late. you're already screwed. You have to keep on drinking, you have to keep on eating, and you should never be thirsty, you should never be hungry the whole time. That way you'll start strong and you'll end strong all the way through. Once again, you start getting thirsty, you start getting hungry, that's the beginning. You kind of messed up already. So these are cool little, can you move out the light, babe?
Looks
Cool little,
interesting.
yeah, little mushrooms that are growing there. Pimples! Those are pimples.
Tree pimples.
Tree pimples.
It looks really interesting, like a horizontal, not like typical mushroom.
They're not pointed upward, they're just kind of like totally flat, huh? Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, what are these? Is it berry, the red one? Or mushroom?
I think they're like little mushrooms, baby. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can see those or not.
Right here, Mom.
Yeah. See if there's any. Don't knock it over.
Yeah,
That's cool. Little colored mushrooms. Good eye, babe. Good find.
Poisonous.
Yeah. Alrighty.
What is these mushrooms?
So we keep on going upward. We're almost to the top. Whew. Needed that little break too. It's all incline right now. All incline. Alright. Alright, coming down the steep incline here. So you got this cool tree. Is that cool or what? Stand by it, baby. I'll take a picture with you. Okay. That is a cool tree, huh?
Straight face.
Isn't it? Alright. Alright, I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to take it off video mode. Alright, check this out. Pretty cool. Look at this old tree. It looks very prehistoric over here. Bunch of ferns all over the place. They got a nice little water area right there. And you can just come over here. Pretty cool, very overgrown. It looks really, really neat. Ugh. Coming across a little body of water here. That's really cool. Alrighty. A cool little body of water right there. It's a cool little lake. It's cool. Nice. That's where we just came down from right there, a little trail up there. So it looks like we're at the bottom of a little, I don't know, like a little draw, like a little valley. And we're going to be heading up now. Look at that, looks cool. Very ancient, old. Looks neat. Look at that. Should probably get some water from here to drink. Alrighty, well, we're continuing. Whew, we've been going uphill for a while now. This is the very top. See how you can see sky there? And no trees? Whoo, hallelujah. This is the very top. And then we're going to start going downhill toward Berry Creek Falls. Oh, brutal. You guys just can't, let me see if I level out the camera. That's about the incline right there. Oh, let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, looks like we are at the top now. For now. Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. That's nice. All of a sudden it just opened up. This whole time we've been in green canopy. Like slivers of sun coming through. This is the first time we're actually out in the sun. Wide open. Awesome. Whew. Look at that view, that's awesome. I'm not really sure the altitude at the moment. I'll check it in a second. But that's where we be. So we continue on. Alrighty, here we are. We are actually walking on, I think it's sandstone. It's pretty hard. It's the first hard ground we've gotten to walk in. And you can see how slanted it is. I'm actually holding the camera horizontally. So, oh, look at these guys, man. Go all doggone ghetto and carve your name on it. It's ghetto as heck. But it's kind of bright. We've been in the green canopy this whole time. And now the sun is reflecting off this white, I believe it's sandstone. And man, it's kind of blinding me right now. It's squinting really bad. So pretty cool. I think there's going to be another little area up ahead that's sandstone slanted like this also. So, anyways, we continue on. Alright, so it looks like we're getting close to the Berry Creek Falls. If you see the sign here, if we go straight, it goes toward Berry Creek Falls. That's the way we're going to be coming back home actually. After we go to Berry Creek Falls, we're going to be taking Skyline to the Sea Trail back. And then, right here it says Sunset Trail to Sunset Camp. Baby. And then, so that means if you go up this way, it's going to be like, I think 800 feet or something. The campsite is there. That's where people could camp overnight. So we're almost at the 12 o'clock position now. So we started at 6, we're almost at the 12. So once again, that's going toward Sunset Trail if you go up this way. But we're going to continue on down this way. And I could actually hear the water down there. So we still got to go up a little bit higher because we're going to go to the top of the falls and then back down. So we continue. Alright, so since the last sign, we went about, let's say like 300 or 400 feet. And here's the sign. So we're going to be going left. We're going to be going down this way to the trail. If we go straight, I think that's a fire trail. I don't know what that is. I think that's probably a fire trail. But once again, we're going to be going left toward Berry Creek Falls. Now Berry Creek Falls is going to be like about a large waterfall. So it starts on the top and it's going to drop down. That's going to be the Golden Falls, I believe. Then it's going to level out, drop down again. That's going to be Silver Falls. Then it's going to level out, and then like about maybe, I don't know, I guess half a mile or something, there's going to be another set of falls, and that's going to be Berry Creek Falls. So the first time I came here I was kind of confused. I didn't know which was what, but you'll see. It'll be a little bit clearer. So anyways, heading down toward Berry Creek Falls now. The series of falls. And now we're going downhill and the trek continues. Okay, we're going down an incline right now, and this first series of falls is Golden Cascades, I believe. The Golden Cascades? Golden something. But this is the first, this is the first series of falls. Going down these steep little stairs here, camera in one hand, poles in another. But this is it. This is the first series of falls. This is the Golden Cascades. Go down here. Make sure it's not poison oak. And we're here. This is the first series of falls. This is Golden Cascades. This is actually like gold sandstone. It's kind of weird. This is why I was a little bit confused the first time, because it goes Golden Falls, which I think is this one. Then the water continues down, and then a little bit further, you can see the water. It turns into Silver Falls, I believe. So it's actually 2 or 3 different type of falls. But this is it. Mamacita! Okay, so those are the Golden Cascades. Then the water comes down here. Then it continues flowing down there. And I think this is another series of falls. And it has another name. Not 100% sure. Going down some stairs here. So, I'm not sure. I don't think this one has any name. It's just the water continues down. And I think when you get a little bit lower down there, it's another falls, and it turns into Silver Falls, I believe. The Cascades. But we continue on. Alright, so now we're going down the cables here. And the first time I came here, it was a little bit wet. It was really dangerous. You can see it's still really slippery. But here goes the cables, and we're going to be going down to the next series of falls. And you can just see how steep that is. So here we go. quickly. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we are now at Silver Falls. This was a biggie right here. I think it goes way up there. You can see some people climbing way up there on the top. This is actually Silver Falls. Awesome. Feels so fresh. And who is that? That's Silver Falls Mama. Alright, so we got one more fall after this. I think it's going to be Berry Creek Falls. And that's about a good half-mile down more. So we could just follow the water. You see the water's going down, and it goes down that way.
Ah, okay.
Now, hold up, babe. Oh, no, stay up there. I'm going to take a picture. Alright, here goes a cool little area. We're still following the trail going down toward Berry Creek Falls. Man, look at that wall. Just a giant green wall of moss. It's like Thailand or something. Really nice. Super cool. Oh my gosh, man, my battery's running out. I'm going to turn this off here to save it for Berry Creek Falls. Awesome. Alright, we continue. We're going to have to probably go down the hill a little bit more and get something to eat away from these people, but this is the main fall right here. This is Berry Creek. Super, super nice. Beautiful fall. Look at that. Super cool. Just happens to be a lot of people overlooking it. We were going to sit down here and eat lunch, but not now. Kitty. Okay, this is about the last of the battery here. Here's my pack. I don't know if I mentioned it, but always got bear spray. There are mountain lions over here. Always carry a can of pepper spray. It's actually bear spray. Using our jet boil saw to heat up some water. Right here we're going to be eating some chicken teriyaki with rice. And right here we got some, watch it baby so it doesn't fall. We got some fresh made rice with beans and I guess a chili con carne. So we're waiting for that to rehydrate. It's going to be so good. So we're already at the, we already passed the halfway point, and we're already past Berry Creek Falls. It's going to be our last food right here. And after that, I guess it's going to be almost like 4 miles heading back. Beautiful little spot. We just had to go outside of the trail. It was really packed at the other place. I was really bummed out because I was hoping to eat dinner there with my wife. But alas, couldn't eat dinner over there.